It is Stars Without Number, Fels Rising, Session 7. Time for the recap. I know I didn't send out any notes, but I do have them in front of me.
We started with anti-aircraft guns
Yes.
pointing directly at us from soldiers as we neared
on the
ground. We learned that they were like guns. So they were like huts that converted to guns, and that they are not like only skyward, but they can like move.
Yes, they can rotate. They can yeah.
So
they would almost have to, given that we are the only aircraft that we have seen.
So we drove up to, and so these were parked in front of the bridge across the canyon, back to the other side where we came from, and we decided to drive slowly towards the soldiers and see why they were pointing their guns at us. They were told we were told that they were given orders to execute us, and they knew it. They were given a description of our vehicle. So we just shifted into reverse, and we got shot at as we drove away. So we didn't drive away very far, but we noticed a sandstorm come across the area in front of the bridge. So we were riding the storm out. Well, we were playing that as we were driving into the sandstorm. And when we got to the other side, we were transported somewhere else. So the sky was lavender, and we saw a city that looked like the smelting plants that were on Sindhu. We were caught in a net, so we had to figure out what was in the net. There was a bunch of kind of miscellaneous items. Kime, the cat lord, was still on the roof, caught in the net, but he was okay. There was someone was attached, well, not attached to the net, but they had they were holding the rope that this net was attached to. He laid claim to everything in the net, and then Krieg shot him, and he died instantly.
Yes, he did.
So we learned that we were far north, close to the Lost Horizon, which is a place where the horizon never ends. And sometimes the palace would move up here. That this was when it moved, it was by the whim of the Porcelain Prince. So we decided to drive south to get back to the bridge. We ran into many things that we just decidedly ignored, like a caravan of hairless spider monkeys pulled by a large beast with a single horn. There was a large crater with a 3-meter retaining wall, and there were cat lords hanging around. This turned out to be another place where the palace went, the Porcelain Palace. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Porcelain Palace.
Yeah, that's where the Porcelain Prince, when he comes north, this is where the palace sits.
Yeah, so there was a lot of cat lords just kind of hanging around, but there was no palace.
Now it makes me wonder if the Porcelain Prince sits upon the porcelain throne.
I sure hope so. We noticed a big plume of dust in the distance, and we saw Illumination Boy to the rescue, caught in a net, surrounded by 2 nomads. The camp was under attack by the Porcelain Prince. Well, it wasn't necessarily under attack, but it was menacingly looming over or above the camp. The palace was. So Illumination Boy of everyone was sent to find us, to bring help.
I'd somehow guessed that we were this far north.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't tell you about the GPS I added onto you guys, so I can.
So we continued south. We heard or we heard horns off to the east. We ran across some bubbling mud with light green water, and these nomads were harvesting softball-sized eyes from these mud pools. And not too far from there was a 3-story building with a bar that was a bar, and there was motorcycles lined up. I believe they were all cast iron. But we learned that we were at Oregon Lake. They offered us food, which was eyes. And these are the things that were being pulled out of the water or the mud. Each eye was a different flavor. And they were pleasant to eat. A little squishy, but pleasant. Then we decided to go. So I think we were given 2 choices. This is where I stopped. My notes kind of stopped short. We were given 2 choices to like find a power source because we were concerned about us running out of power for our battery, running out of charge for big muscling hustling. So we were given directions to go to a place called the Ruins, where we could presumably scavenge for a power source. We discovered what an ultra was, which the bartender was an ultra, which was kind of like an automaton of sorts. We learned that the Iron City, which is the city we initially saw when we first drove out of the sandstorm, is ruled by an ultra called the Borrower. So we go to the vehicle. We go try to find a power source, and it's a place that sells vehicles. I don't think we have money or anything to trade. So I think we ended up stealing it.
Yeah, so back at the bar, you sent the Illumination Boy in there to negotiate with the presumably bikers, and they pretty much ignored him. That's when Krieg went in and punched the guy in the face, and he turned around, his nose all bloody, and thought that was wonderful, and ordered you a plate of eyes. And he told you about the ruins. When you went to the ruins, you met the person who was in shorts and sandals and no shirt, and he was just skin and bones. He showed you a vehicle that ran on some kind of energy that comes from the sky. Krieg, of course, went over and told him to get out because he was going to carjack it, and the guy just got out and he didn't care. And you offered him the plate of eyes. He ate them and then began to eat the styrofoam that it was in. You gave him some rations. He got nervous and ran away, and that's when the gray-skinned, featureless figure stepped out and hit him with some kind of energy, and he transformed into one of those one-horned oxen that attempted to charge the vehicle and put a big scratch on Big Hustlin'. You managed to kill that, and when it was dying, you noticed that it changed into the ox and the human at various points before it just turned into a big pile of ooze. The gray feature, which you realize is a Vohm, shot another beam of energy, which arced and hit the net. One of the nets, and that turned into a giant octopus. You were fighting the octopus, and Illumination Boy was injured. I think also got Krieg too. Zafir ended up killing it, I think.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Well, actually, I know you killed the ox.
Yeah,
Um,
some rolls finally came through for me, so I was able to kill something.
yes. Yeah, you end up killing it, and then no, it was Illumination Boy that killed it because he used the light within.
Oh, the glow. Yeah.
Yes, and it exploded, and all the ichor got all over Krieg. And
Oh, but then it vanished.
as it was dissolving, it turned into a rope and like octopus and a rope, and then finally just dissolved into nothing. There's a lot of awkward scenes with Illumination Boy trying to hug Zephyr after each encounter.
Hmm.
And there was a conversation about him eating your eyes, but then how would you be able to see him anyway?
Yeah.
As soon as we get back to our camp, Illumination Boy is going to be canceled in the biggest Me Too scandal of Cinema history.
Can't cancel me. I've got mental disabilities.
Let's see. Zephyr healed. You healed Illumination Boy. Because it can heal congenital defects. Illumination Boy had the injury that had the feathers.
Which means you're not mentally deficient anymore.
Oh,
Congenital
no.
problem fixed.
Didn't fix the lisp, only fixed the feathers.
Yeah, where the creature had hit you, it was starting to turn to feathers. You healed him, and then he promised some shout outs on his next stream. You left there. You were coming up to a forest, the forest of meat, where you met a vendor. He said, no, well, let's see.
Oh, we drove through that city first.
Yeah, you rode through the city with the big shrine to the porcelain prince, and Krieg resisted the urge to shoot it in the dick. You got stopped at a toll. I guess they turned it into a toll road, and Krieg shot the person who was most like Kevin in their group, and they thought that was great, and they let you through.
Yeah, and then we came upon the forest of meat.
Yes, and that's when you came upon the vendor, and the vendor said he would take you through. You could go to the east and go around the forest of meat, but that would take a couple of days, whereas suppose you could a couple hours. There was a discussion about how to defend yourself and slabs of meat and things like that. And Zephyr used her precog to come up with the spices that she took from the Sindum Chow Hall, the salt and pepper in the meat tenderizer as payment.
Yeah, that's right. I was trying to remember because I remember I used that ability to like get something super inane, and it was spices.
Yep. Yeah, because he was using a femur to tenderize the meat. And he hooked his little cart up to your second vehicle and got in. And there was also mention that where he got the femur, and he said, no, the trees are boneless. And then there was a discussion whether maybe McDonald's gets their chicken tenders from the forest of meat.
Those are the McRibs, which I've always wondered how McRibs could be boneless.
Okay. All right. So he is sitting in the back of Big Hustlin', ready to direct you through the forest of meat. Introduces himself as Gunner.
So, what brings you to this place?
Oh, I've lived here for a long time.
Have you always been a meat vendor?
Oh, no. I mean, I sold Felix Whizz for a while, but it wasn't very profitable.
What's Felix Whizz?
It's a delightful carbonated drink.
So why meat?
Oh, it's not a bad profession. It's honest.
It
Does,
is fair.
does many
Do you-
people buy your meat?
Yeah, the traders. We get traders. Yeah.
So
If you were
surprised.
to tell me, a cut of meat, what cut would you recommend that I purchase? Not necessarily from you, but what is your favorite cut?
Well, it would have to be. The outer bark of the weeping willow.
What is so special about this weeping willow?
It is. It's got lots of phloem in it, and moving through it, so it's. It doesn't take much to. It's juicy.
This. Do you happen to have any on you? It would be.
Oh, it's a prime cut. I may have a couple pieces in the back.
Might be nice to have a good meal. We've been out for so long, away from quality slabs of meat. That
Where are you from?
we are from the other side of the canyon. Beyond the canyon is a wall of mist, and beyond the wall of mist is our camp.
Huh.
How
Didn't think that
are
was
you familiar?
existed.
A wall of mist?
Oh, I didn't think there was anything beyond it.
Yes, there is much of the world beyond it.
Is there a forest to beat on that side?
Not that we have found. However, we only really traveled in one direction. There still may be many forests of meats. Hell, if we found a forest of meat, we would have not even come over here. We would have been content, because we are here to find food for our people.
Well, I don't know if the mad druid had gotten that far through the mist. He's the one who created the forest of meat, is from what I've been told.
Is this a person, or is this one of those
Oh, I don't know.
changing?
I don't know. Maybe a legend.
Have you met this? So you've never met this mad druid?
No, I've just heard stories, legends that he created this forest of meat.
What is your opinion of this porcelain prince character?
Well, never met him. He seems to be okay. He hasn't completely stopped all the travel and commerce on the road, but sometimes some of his associates come and I am forced to pay extra.
Pay extra, like for what?
They say for rights, for the privilege of for the privilege of selling meat.
That should
Are
be
you sure
a
that
given.
these were really representatives of the Porcelain Prince and not just robbers?
Oh, maybe they're one and the same.
Criminals. Shake my head.
And have you ever thought about sponsoring a popular online personality who might be able to shout you out in his various videos?
Yes. That's me, by the way. Right now I'm streaming to all my subscribers. And I put the data pad in front of him like, this is Gunnar, he's a meat merchant. He's gonna give us free meat.
He reaches into his pocket and whips out his meat. Is it?
Oh, look at that one.
Only the finest cuts.
So where can they find you, Gunnar?
I'm right outside the Forest of Meat on the Ultraviolet Road. I mean,
So if you don't want any more of that synthetic meat, we've got real meat here on the Violet Road. And then I say, like and subscribe.
Real meat is sort of a relative term when you're dealing with the Forest of Meat.
Hey, it's more real than the meat they give us at camp.
hey, you're from a camp?
Well,
Yes.
Well, we're from a new settlement that we frequently refer to as the camp.
Maybe I could sell to the camp.
That's what I was thinking. That assumes we work out the particulars of a sponsorship arrangement between you and Kevin here.
yeah, I can give you some protection and you can trade meat with us.
How would you get the meat from here to your camp? Would we drive there?
I guess so.
Is it on the
I assume.
Ultraviolet Road?
No, it's off the Ultraviolet Road, but I think there'll be trade between the portion of the plateau we're on and this portion soon enough. All we have to do is secure a passage on the bridge to the other side of the chasm between the two sides, and then trade can commence.
I don't know. How would you get past all those? I've heard the barbarians in the south, they are dangerous.
Yeah, but we've worked out deals with them already. They're reasonable. It's the Porcelain Prince who's not. So there may need to be new management.
New management. Okay. Sounds like a plan.
So
anyway, does the road we're on look like it just goes into the Forest of Meat?
Yeah, the road just kind of turns and winds through this forest. You see these black pulsating, black and red pulsating trees with these kind of black leaves, and every once in a while you go through a small little puddle of what you would assume would be red blood.
So the merchant is coming with us as a guide. I'm not sure why the merchant is coming with us, especially if his guidance is stay on the road. It goes right through the forest.
Yeah.
Well, he's here to provide lore as well. What's
what
that
kind
one?
of trees do we see? Like, are there like oak? Is there like meat oaks and meat maples? Because we know there's, we know
or
that
is it more
there's,
like pork trees and beef trees?
Oh. Is there a chicken tree?
Or like a pork tree with like bacon leaves?
He said that's deeper into the forest. But yeah, your oak and maple meats. And every once in a while, just it's a slow drive because you've got like a caravan of vehicles, and it's like you're driving through one of those national forests, and of course it's super slow, and you can see where some of the trees have been cut and harvested.
So is this entire forest yours?
Oh no! Oh no! No, we just harvest the meat.
How many merchants are there?
I don't know. Last time I checked, there was only a dozen or so.
And are these trees plants or animals? What is the biology that allows trees to give meat? Are we 100% sure they're not sentient? Like they're not screaming as you cut them down, are they?
There's one of the vendors who claims that he can talk to them, but I don't believe that. He says it's just a mercy killing anyway.
But
Where
see,
are
I would
these
use
other
my
vendors?
I would use my scanner to just scan these trees and see what they're actually made of.
They're just like organic material, like you would assume if you were to scan like a slab of beef, that's what you would get.
I will be honest, Connor. I have never heard of such things. This is my first time encountering trees of this nature. Is this common? How are there other forests of meat?
No, this is one of a kind. But I just assumed that the Mad Druid had gone to various places on the Ultraviolet Road and made these forests. But
This all reminds me of the bedtime story your parents tell you as a kid about the dreamscape.
That one. That is a that kept me up at night. Well, I think it was actually the cold, but also the dreamscape.
so he directs Skrillex to turn off the Ultraviolet Road at one point, and takes like it's like a one lane I would call it like a fire break, but like just like a one lane road off the Ultraviolet Road, directs him to go down there.
More
it's
of a
bumpy.
barbecue break.
Yeah, barbecue break.
Is the road dangerous up ahead?
Yes, the carnivorous shrubs have grown up very close to the edge of the road and may see us as a threat.
Well, it might be good to see one of the carnivorous shrubs. Be good to know what sort of threats are out here.
Do you have something to to test it with, as he looks around the vehicle at who is going to be the willing participant.
I look at Kevin.
You could stream as a live action stream of interacting with the carnivorous shrub.
Right,
That
a
would be
never before
pretty
seen
interesting.
creature.
Yes. So, do you think guns work on it? I just pull out my gun from my underwear.
A never before seen creature that is dangerous to people who pass by. And you will be neutralizing it. Or them. Or possibly like a whole horde of them.
It might be somewhat effective.
How do you hurt them?
Well, let's do it this way. We've already got Cat Lord on the roof. We'll see if the shrubs go after him.
You have a cat lord?
Yeah, didn't you see him?
No, I thought it was some sort of animal skins or something you had. It didn't move.
Uh-oh.
I'll poke my head out and see if he's still alive.
Yeah, he kind of comes to and looks at you.
And I'll go back in. Now, he must have been sleeping. Cat Lord, after all.
Yeah, he's got to get his required 23 hours in.
Do you are you not fans of the cat lords?
No, the cat lords are very, 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 very important to the ecology here. I mean, we wouldn't have Felix Whizz without them.
How are cat lords related to Felix Whizz? Xavier asks,
right.
turning, like raising an eyebrow.
They provide the main ingredient to the drink.
And is Felix Whizz main ingredient cat pee?
Do you eat cats?
It's carbonated. It's also good
No wonder.
fertilizer.
You said you had little success selling it? Did somebody actually buy it?
Oh, it's very popular.
Amongst whom?
First time buyers. I may have a few cans left in my cart that I have not sold.
You might be able to sell them to first-time buyers. There's a lot of them out there.
Actually, I think we should. If you are looking to unload these cans and you have no use for them,
They do not work well as a good marinade.
I'll see.
We could take them. Think of it. If we have trouble with cat lords, we could throw one against the wall and mark territory. There's got to be some use for it if we encounter cat lords who are less friendly towards us.
Yes. I thought since you had a cat lord, you were just cutting out the middleman.
Then it wouldn't be carbonated, I assume.
Yes, though they do say that that is the preferred method.
To carbonate?
Not to carbonate.
Oh. Well, you see, perhaps and we can talk with Kine and get some more detail, but working theory is perhaps that each one comes from someone has some sort of scent that may trace back to its original owner. So it could, if Kime is just peeing everywhere, it's like everybody's like, ah, it's Kime. He just keeps peeing everywhere. But if I have some other can, it could be someone else.
Yes, I did not think of that.
I mean, Kime pees everywhere anyway, but I'd imagine like just seeing a couple dribbles drip down.
Think of all the product ideas that could come. If you could just get them to pee in like little pans of granola.
So are you going to stop and look for one of these carnivorous shrubs?
I assume if we're going to find one, we'll run across it as we're driving. So I'm not going to hunt one.
Well, he's like, there's a few back there I know of. If you wish to see what they are.
I mean, if we happen to run across one, that's fine. But otherwise, we have business back in with our people. So I'm just saying, if there's a faster way that happens to take us past them, we might as well take the fastest possible route.
Okay. So he takes you again, like through this just kind of back road, pointing out the various cuts of meats and how they should be cut, and he critiques other cuts of meat that have been done by other vendors past the oaks and maples and the rumored pork tree with the bacon leaves that is that few have searched for but no one has found. It takes a couple hours, but you are now back on the Ultraviolet Road on the other side of the Forest of Meat.
Wow, you're a very effective guide, Gunner. Thank you.
Well, thank you for your hospitality.
Have you got a business card or something I can show the boss when we get back to camp?
No, I do not.
Oh, have you got a phone number?
No.
Oh, well, we'll find you, I guess.
Yes. He gets out. He goes to his cart and unhooks it. Wheels it to the side of the road, and then reaches in and grabs 3 cans of Felix Whizz.
None for me, thanks. I had all the pee I need.
And
I'm full from lunch, so thank you.
You said you wanted them, right? Or no?
I don't.
Yes,
but
yes.
Severe may want mine.
Yes, I will take the cans. Thank you.
Research.
Thank you. Do not open them for later.
They could be collector's
So
items.
I'll take the cans and stuff them into the cooler and big hustling.
All right.
Gotta have them on ice.
I now realize that once we've seized control of this world, it's just so much the better for these people. They're drinking cat piss.
Carbonated.
Right, but he's saying I don't even know why they're carbonating it, because apparently the uncarbonated stuff is better. So carbonation actually makes cat piss worse.
I think there's a lot of greatness that Sindhu could provide to these people.
It's only a matter of time before they start eating Felix cat.
That's barbaric.
Never stoop to such levels.
But I guess you're right. in the words of Doc Ock, intelligence is a privilege and it needs to be used for the greater good of people. So, good idea. We'll look after these people. You know Doc Ock? He's from comics. You seen it?
I am not familiar with Doc Ock.
He's also known as Dr. Octopus.
Of course he is.
Who is
Yeah.
this? Who is this? I do not know this man.
He's also
Is
known as
he part
Otto
octopus?
Octavius. He's got lots of arms. He's from Earth 616. No? Okay. All right then.
I'm not familiar with your sentient octopus characters.
Well, he was a good guy, sort
Maybe
of,
so.
and then a bad guy, but you know, it's all good. Doesn't matter. I'll get you guys to read it one day.
I
Maybe
would rather
when there
drink
is,
Felix Whizz.
Oh, perfect. At least I we have some now. So there is that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
All right.
continue on.
Okay.
Faster,
going in the
faster
right
now that we don't
direction.
have to drag the cart.
Yeah, the road kind of opens up to rolling hills. What was looking brown now looks kind of lime green and purple, with strange looking plants and bushes. Where before it was kind of drab, now it's like teeming at least with colors. So you would presume maybe something is growing here in the fields. You see people out there like farming.
I will look with my binoculars to see what sort of hideous things that they're farming.
You don't notice like anything obvious. They just have like various farming implements and moving dirt, and you see them. You do see one of them like looks like he cracks open a can and starts pouring it all over the ground.
I assume it's
Does
Felix
it look
Whizz.
like Does it look like Felix Whizz?
Yes,
Can
by
we
the
tell? Does it have like a label?
yeah the light yellow color of the can kind of gives it away.
So how far do we think we are from the bridge?
Or would we have any way of knowing?
We knew we were like 18 hours away from the bridge before, so I figured just subtract the amount of time we've actually been on the road. Because I mean, we have to stop before we come upon the bridge because we know they're going to shoot at us on sight. So we're going to have to get out of the vehicle, sneak up to the bridge and take them all out so that we could drive across the bridge.
You're probably 12 hours away, you would guess, give or take an hour.
Right. That is, unless someone has a better idea for how to get across the bridge.
Nope.
Yep. So my plan, full frontal assault on foot.
The only other way is to lower in and try to cross the water and climb back out.
Right, but then we've left Big Hustling on the wrong side.
Yes, that is true. So yeah, there is no real plan, no real other option.
So charging the anti-aircraft guns it is. I mean, if we can get down to the bottom, which I can certainly do, and then get across the Screaming River, which I could certainly do, and then up the other side, which I could do. We then have a balloon that should still be there. That was left north of the bridge. If I
The
remember
balloon
my
still have a
directions of the
hole?
map. No, we fixed the hole.
Okay.
Yeah, you fixed everything up.
So we could use it to at least get part of the. We need the balloon anyway because we have to get over the barrier, because we can't drive Big Hustling through the barrier. So I hate to sacrifice Big Hustling, but that may be, assuming we can figure out a way to get both of you and Skrillex across the chasm. That may be a better plan than charging the machine guns.
So we've got to, so to get Big Hustling over the thing, we've got to, it's got to jump over a bridge or something.
No, there's a long bridge. I don't remember exactly how long, but it is filled with obstacles. So you have to drive. You can't drive like fast. You have to go or swerve around things. And it's also got these anti-aircraft guns, which are essentially just 4 mounted machine guns per unit that they can use to shoot at us as we even approach, let alone as we're going across.
Going through the obstacles, yeah.
Right. So we'll have to take out the machine guns. And then there'll be people on the bridge, on each side of the bridge, like with rifles. But it's really more the anti-aircraft guns I'm afraid of than the people with rifles.
Okay.
But I forget, how far across was the chasm?
It was pretty far across. I'd have to.
Yeah, that was my impression too.
At least a couple kilometers.
Right, the bridge was exceptionally long and like an engineering marvel.
Yep.
But I think the anti-aircraft guns were on like the side we're on. I don't think they were like anti-aircraft guns all along the length of the bridge.
They're on either end.
Right.
Oh. And the whole bridge is like a kilometer long. Oh boy. So they'll just pound us all the way through if we were to go across it. Holy crap.
Right. That's why I was not necessarily favoring my frontal assault plan. I assume, though, if we were going to do it, we would do it on foot. So maybe we could sneak up. And once you're close, hopefully those anti-aircraft guns are useless because they're made for big targets far away, not little targets close up.
Are they manual or are they automatic?
I think there are people who are operating them.
Yeah.
You could climb down out of sight and then scale across.
Right, we could scale under the bridge, but that's not trivial either. I mean, one thing we could do, if we could capture one of the anti-aircraft guns, we could use it to shoot all the other anti-aircraft guns because they have a good range, presumably.
So you could probably Creek, because his abs are the strongest out of everyone's, could scale across, kind of like if you have the bridge, the two here. You have the two anti-aircraft guns here, and then you have the bridge here.
Oh yeah,
and you have the cliff. You go, maybe 10 feet down, 5 feet down, go sideways. Then, one of us, Kevin, probably Kevin can, or Kime can run up. And trigger the anti-aircraft guns to pop out because they're sheds. And then Creed can jump up, get it from behind, take control of one of them, and just and that's how we could at least take control of one gun. Right. Maybe knock out the other gun.
I do like taking them from behind.
So you travel about an hour. It's the same rolling kind of hills with. There's an occasional rainstorm that you're hit with as clouds form. You see one of those storms that you saw when you were at the bridge, off in the distance, far away. You travel about an hour and begin to see some more rolling hills and a small town ahead. It's got like one-story homes and fences and people around with carts and they've got some speed bumps to make you slow down.
No cat lords.
You do not see any cat lords.
So, is it like a single road town?
Yeah, the Ultraviolet road goes right through it, like right downtown, with all these buildings and but they're only like one story, and people are out selling different items, vendors selling clothing and fruit, some kind of food, and there's even a meat vendor.
So if we go up to these people, are they going to recognize us in the car? Is this someone who we've encountered before, or?
You haven't been through this town before.
Okay, but like the people on this bridge, they know us, or why are we like trying to?
The people on the bridge were told to shoot at you because they were given the description of your vehicle.
Gotcha. Okay. Do they know us personally, or do they only know the vehicle?
Probably only the vehicle. They probably wouldn't know you personally. They certainly wouldn't know you, Illumination Boy.
Well, I hope. Are you guys willing to turn this vehicle into the Illumination Mobile? It'll be totally different. I can put a little bit of hustle into this and make it a very shiny new car. What are your thoughts, Krieg? Oh, he's not here. Oh, sorry.
I think that Skrillex would be the most upset of such a notion. But given that we are trying to avoid being run at by machine guns, what are you thinking? Are you just thinking of lighting it up like some sort of?
There's going to be lots of lights and lots of shiny dishes all over it. It's going to look great. Maybe some aluminium foil if we got any. Just anything to make it shine. I mean, glow, not shine. We don't shine. We glow.
You're muted.
You're muted.
It is, however, kind of a recognizable vehicle in a world with cast iron bikes. I don't know that merely making it shinier is going to make it look like a different vehicle as much as a easier to see target.
Well, we could do some minor reconstruction and maybe take the roof off.
That would leave us a little less defensible if we take the roof off.
Anyway,
I mean,
our best.
I don't necessarily want to leave it behind. Also, I'm not sure that they're going to just let us drive across, even if they don't recognize us, because they keep people from driving across the bridge normally. There must be some sort of permit you need to cross from the Porcelain Prince's lands into the lands of the barbarians, or the other barbarians.
Do you
But
think
I
these-
mean, I'm not opposed to changing the look of the car if we can do it effectively. I'm just thinking putting a bunch of aluminum foil on the outside so it's shinier might not be enough.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're tailing. We're.
I mean, we have a town
dude-
here. If we can find things to disguise the car, like put a parade float around the outside of it, paper mache parade float.
You notice as you're going through this town and driving slow over these speed bumps, it's fairly crowded. They look mostly, you would say, human, with kind of they're dressed a little bit like the nomads, except they don't wear like air filter masks, and they got some reds and green colors in their clothing. But they have someone. You notice they have someone in a rack, like the old time rack, and you could spot that there's a line of people and they're handing them some kind of fruit or something and like pummeling this person with the fruit.
Good old fashioned justice.
Depends on what he did. But I would generally say, whatever he did, justice or not, it's not really our concern.
If you
Sure,
want,
they think they have reasons.
if you want to make a notice roll,
Yeah, I'd give it a crack. I think I'd be interested enough.
12.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, I get 12. Oh, 2 6s.
okay.
And you've got like a 0 or whatever. That's pretty good.
So Krieg, you look over and instantly recognize this guy's uniform is those brown, red, and white uniform vac-suit guys that landed in your camp that you had to attack, the children of the sector.
Oh, so it is justice. It's the children of the sector soldier. I'm going to go up and shoot him in the dick.
So are you going to get in line and do that?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see which one.
So as everyone is like handed like this rotten, well, I don't know if they're rotten, these pulsating like tomatoes, he goes to hand you one.
So yeah, I will wave that off.
You bring your own?
Oh yeah, I don't need fruit. I'm fine.
No, it's a vegetable.
All the same, I'm good. And I will go up and focus my mind and raise my hands out and yell, "By the power of our glorious leader, Jagger Fels!" And then a beam of mental energy shoots out and strikes him in the dick. 24 to hit.
Oh yeah.
5 damage.
Oh shit. How the fuck do I do this? Alright, good. Sorry.
He winces in pain. A couple of the people go, "How did you do that?"
All is possible when you're strong in the faith of Jagger Fels.
Is he a servant of the Porcelain Prince?
No, the Porcelain Prince really should be serving Jagger Fels. He is the leader of Sindun.
There's a lot of through the whole group.
Once upon a time, I believe you were all subjects of Sindun. You came to this world, and somehow the Porcelain Prince usurped Jagger Fels' legitimate authority, taking it to himself. It's really very sad. He has you drinking the cat pee. You realize that, right? Felix Whizz is just cat lord pee with some carbonation thrown in.
What? They looked a bit shocked.
I like
by
to think
these
there's at least somebody who's like halfway through a can.
going.
And then they just like down it.
Oh, I haven't seen you before on the road.
We're new to the world. We landed. We come from the stars. We're forming a new settlement on the far side of the chasm.
Oh, the Porcelain Prince is expanding.
Well, we're
good.
bringing news of Jagger Fels to the people of the Porcelain Prince. The Porcelain Prince is, of course, not happy to learn that his lord has finally returned.
Well, he points at the person in the stockade. He came from the stars. Porcelain Prince said not for us not to trust people from the stars.
Well, I'm sure. This guy actually, he is an enemy of Jagger Fels as well. He came here mostly to attack our group. But the Porcelain Prince, listen, either the Porcelain Prince needs to shut the fuck up and start following Jagger Fels, or he will die.
Do you want to make a top roll?
Sure. $11.
They huddle up and begin talking amongst each other.
Now, I don't want to give you people false hope here. Jagger Fels may not himself arrive for some time yet. Now is not the time for you to put yourself at the mercy of Porcelain Prince, because I think he has none. But the time is coming when you will all be free to not drink cat piss.
And one of them's like, "Why are we drinking this?" and throws his can down. Death to the cat lords. And one of them says, "There's one right there," and points out Kime on top of the vehicle sleeping.
He's with us. Leave him be. The cat lords may have their place. Obviously, they are not going to be on top of the social hierarchy once Sindum has taken over. The Prometheans probably will be on top at that point. You know, people like you and me, we're the ones who will be in charge then.
We are Prometheans?
Well, you may be regular humans, but Prometheans and humans are largely the same.
So what should we do with the man from the stars here?
Oh, you can continue to throw rotten vegetables at him all day long. Hopefully you kill him in the end, because he's dangerous. Did he have any technology with him? Any devices?
We were not given anything. He points in a direction. He came from beyond the hills over there. We saw him crash.
Well, that may be useful. Maybe we'll go see if there's any of these other people there. Like I said, I think the Porcelain Prince is correct. These people are dangerous. So, you know, feel free to deal out whatever justice you think is necessary.
One of them steps out of the crowd, walks over and kicks him right in the shin. That felt really good. Much better than throwing these vegetables at him.
Make sure to use that. You can unload some of your Felix Whizz and use that. I'm sure he'll.
Yeah, there you go. Inflict dry cleaning bill on that son of a bitch.
The one guy picks up walks over and grabs a full can and hurls it at him and hits him in the head. Yeah, that felt pretty good.
Once you get that stuff in your uniform, that smell ain't coming out.
So, how long has this town been here? Is there any particular reason that it stood up here? Is there a river running through? Is there some other special feature along the road?
I mean, the porcelain prince came through one time, and he seemed to take favor on us, and that's why we have the things we have. They're gifts.
At this point, I feel like Skrillex probably will be jumping out of his robot skin because there is potentially a crashed ship full of technology somewhere in the hills nearby, and we're talking to these primitive villagers. I mean, if we can repair their ship, we can fly back to our settlement.
Yes. Well, it was lovely seeing you. Gunner gives his regards, and I would like gesturing over to the meat vendor.
He kind of grunts at you.
What is your name?
Charles.
Are you? Do you know this Gunner?
We're competitors.
Yes. He said he had the lowest prices for the best quality.
He claims that the Weeping Willow is the best cut. This is not true.
What is your opinion?
No. You get a good heartwood river birch cut. That's much better. It's been aged. I have some if you would like to try it.
Well, of course.
He pulls a piece out. It's big center cut. It looks kind of has a rancid smell to it.
Is this rotten?
It's aged.
I think I'll stick with the Weeping Willow.
You don't know what you're missing.
I think I do, and I'm okay. Well, good luck, and perhaps see you around the forest. Have you seen the Mad Druid, or heard of his whereabouts?
No one's seen the Mad Druid. That's just a legend.
Okay. Well, let us head out of this. If we find people alone, I think we have business in the hills.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. So as the people are lining up now, hearing the word of Jagger Fels, who was supposed to come.
Who is now prophesied to come one day.
Yes,
and
they're
free
excited. And they find that kicking and hitting this guy with the cans of Felix Whizz is much more gratifying than throwing these vegetables. You make your way out of the town, out into the rolling, the hills of the Ultraviolet Road. Are you headed?
Looking for any? Well, we're looking for the crash site.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'd be going off road.
Okay. So as you are, so you drive. Okay. Yeah. So Skrillex starts driving down some of these like farm roads that you can see where wagons have gone and pushed the soil down, and you can see the wheel marks. And in the distance, you can see that there is a tree. It looks dead. It looks like there's no top to it. It just looks like a straight post. It looks broken and blackened. It's just sitting all by itself. And there looks like a placard like that is set right in front of it.
What does the placard say?
It is very worn, but it says establish something, and then it says eclipsing mind. And it says at the bottom, the tree, the knowing tree.
I don't know what any of that means. Is there like a farmhouse or something? If we see a farmhouse, I probably would want to stop.
Okay.
Or
Yeah, there
farmers,
is a farm shack close by.
So I'm gonna go. We should drive there and ask to sort of narrow down where the ship came down.
I mean, before we go, that and like upon reading that plaque, I think Xavier would like get out and be. So we know. Would Xavier know what the eclipsing mind is?
Give me a no roll.
It's a 3. Oh man, that's 2 1s. Oh, gross.
They may be responsible for making the Felix lose.
No.
The all-knowing tree. This looks pretty set for a superhero montage. And I walk over to the tree and touch it. And I say, "Where is the crash site, oh great tree?" And I just wait.
Give me a mental save.
Uh-oh. Not saved.
You see images of a ship breaking through the atmosphere like a shuttlecraft on fire and crashing to the ground. Someone lands in like a grab chute and crashes to the ground, and a bunch of people come running out there. And the ship, there's an explosion. There's debris everywhere. And you have this image flash before you. When you look up, as you're just having this image, as you see Illumination Boy run up and hug the tree, you can see that the tree is grafting itself around his body. Like he is becoming one with the tree.
So Xavier would run up to it and like start trying to pull Illumination Boy off. And
I like that.
Yeah, pull me off. Xavier's gonna get cancelled. Taking advantage of her. Taking advantage of a cripple.
It's just waiting. It's all about timing.
Oh no. Give me a mental save.
Oh man, that was a bad save. I'm gonna use a hustle point to.
Okay.
That. Oh, that was even worse. The first one was a 4. The second one was a 2.
So as Zavir runs up and gets caught in some kind of awkward pose, grabbing onto Illumination Boy, the tree begins to graft onto her too, as well.
Do you see everything? I see it. The ship. It's not far from here.
I'm gonna run up and try to pull Zavir and Illumination Boy away from the tree.
Zafir, you have the image of a distant.
I fail my mental save. I'll spend a hustle point. I made the second mental save.
Okay, Zafir, you see the image of a distant star and a setting of like a kitchen with a cooktop and various fruits and as you are preparing things to eat, and a door opens and Illumination Boy comes out and sits down at the table, and then another door opens and there are 2 similar looking figures, but they are children. They look a lot like Illumination Boy, and they come and they sit down at the table as well. And then the image fades. Give me exert.
This tree.
Exert.
$12.
Yeah, you grab them and pull them away, and the bark, like pieces of bark, just break off and they fall and collapse to the ground. You are free from the tree.
Maybe don't go hug
They
the
should
trees.
call that tree the nightmare tree.
It knew everything.
All-knowing
You-
tree, my ass. It was more of a nightmare tree.
It told me what was gonna happen, or what's already happened. I mean, where's and I just like look around the rolling plains or whatever, wherever we are. I'm like, so it probably fell over there, and I just point in a random direction.
Yeah, you instinctively know where it is now.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, well then I point in the right direction.
Yeah, but everybody else thinks makes it. You make everybody think it's just random.
I saw the ship.
That's
It
good.
was-
At least we have a direction. What did you see, Zavir? What did
I
this
prefer
alien
not to
plant
talk
put
about
in
it.
your mind?
Lies and deceit.
No, it tells all the right answers, I think, unless the ship isn't there.
I asked no
There
questions.
you go. I guess we can put it to the test. If we find the ship in that direction, obviously the all-knowing tree only tells the truth ever.
I feel like they're really connected somehow, Zavir, and I just like pull like a bit of bark off you.
I mean,
The
we've
superhero
been- we've
montage
been-
was pretty good.
We have been friends for a long time. Of course we are connected. You must be silly to think otherwise.
I just like give you like just a, I don't know, a strange look. Like, like I don't know what happened, but it definitely happened.
Did Illumination Boy see that vision as well?
No, only you.
Okay.
But he probably was vaguely aware of the awkward touch.
The door to the house cabin opens and somebody comes out. You hear the door close. Get away from that damn tree. Comes walking over.
This tree is dangerous.
Yes, it is.
Chop it down.
I've tried. I've tried to chop it. I've tried to burn it. I've tried everything.
Maybe put a new plaque up. It's hard to read this one. It was, if this plaque was supposed to signal danger, we did not pick that up.
Does this tree tell the truth? I asked it a question. Does it actually know the answer?
I don't know. I don't believe this thing.
What have you ested?
Nothing.
Well, we're here because we're looking. There was apparently a ship that crashed at some point in the recent past, a couple days ago.
Oh, you're here too. Okay.
We were looking for any information on the direction where the ship landed.
He points in the same direction Illumination Boy had pointed. It's that way. I don't know what you're going to find.
Oh, probably the remains of the ship. Maybe nothing. Thank you for your help. I get back in the big hustling.
He goes and tends to his one-horned oxen as they are stirred from your vehicle, all moving around, and you continue to drive over to a large. It stands out as you go over a couple of the hills. It looks like a large mound. It's got like some kind of shrubbery around it, but you can see the glint of metal from behind what looks to be something growing on top of this.
We're still on the farm?
Yeah, you're still on the farm. Yeah, I mean, there's still rolling hills and there's still stuff being planted everywhere.
I'd imagine Skrillex just pushes us all out of the way to like run towards this shiny bit of metal.
Yeah, he ran into the fire to get technology from the last ship that crashed.
That. You know what? That is true. So as he runs up, you see these like shrub branches come out and wrap around him and like pick him up into the air.
I'm going to shoot at the branches.
Okay, let's take a 5-minute break right here.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty good bread.
All right, so you were going to shoot the shrub?
Yeah, I got a 24 to hit, 6
Okay.
damage. Well, I was going to shoot the tendrils that were, dragging Skrillex away.
Okay. Yeah, you blast one of it drops him a little bit, but you've hit one of them. I'll give everybody else action before we roll initiative.
So Skrillex jumped into, like, my headphones cut out.
Oh, he ran
so
up.
Jumped in.
He ran up, and then the shrub reached out with its like vines and stuff and picked him up.
Ah.
I just assumed the carnivorous shrubs were meat-based shrubs. but maybe they are, and they managed to find their way out of the forest of meat.
I'd pull out my laser pistol and attempt to shoot one of the tendrils. Specifically, like, yeah, I would just try to like shoot one of the main ones. I'm not a good enough shot where I could feel like I could do any sort of like fancy attacks. It's an 18.
That's a hit.
So it does 2 damage.
All right. Superhero montage.
Yeah, Illumination Boy would pull his stun battens out from his from his shirt and start Naruto running towards them, running towards the vines. He says, "I'll save you, Skrillex."
All right.
Do I reach it in time, or is it too far?
Oh no, you can reach it in time.
Oh, sweet. Then I'll give it the Illumination Special.
Uh-oh.
And just hit it with just a couple stun buttons.
All right.
We've got a 16 to hit.
Yep.
All right. D6 plus 2 plus 1, 5. And I do 5 points of damage to it.
Yeah, you whack and like pieces of the like little spikes or whatever fall off, and some of the vines start to like go limp.
Nice.
Give me an evasion roll.
Ooh, we're good. We're safe.
You definitely move out of the way as the vines try to like grab you.
I'm too fast for you.
So everybody give me a D8 roll. We'll go with the regular initiative order here.
Seven.
I got an 8.
A 1.
All right, Krieg, you're back up.
So I'll manifest my armor, and then I will shoot at it again. Oh, 6 to hit. Nat 1.
Okay. Well, I guess that happens since you've already used your hustle point. Give me a D100 roll.
Four.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a poor shot. Xavier.
So does it look like it's lifted him up? Does it look like it's like it's like taking him down, or just kind of like holding him in the air?
It's kind of holding it in the air. He sort of dropped. He kind of fell a little bit when Krieg shot one of the vines out from it. But at this point,
Gotcha.
He's just kind of dangling in the air.
So I would attempt to shoot it again.
Okay.
It's a 13.
That's a hit.
It does 3 damage. As I target I would be trying to target one of the vine, either the vine or one of the vines suspending Skrillex.
You blast that vine. Another one comes out and grabs him before he falls.
Mm-hmm.
So Xavier and Everybody give me evasion rolls.
Ooh, I failed this one.
Oh boy.
I failed.
Oh wait, no. Oh god, I failed too.
As all these vines come out and reach up and begin to grab you guys and lift you into the air. As it holding up Skrillex, it just takes and just tosses him away. And he crashes to the ground.
Skrillex, no. You'll pay for that, fine creature.
Illumination Boy.
I hit him with a 16 to hit.
All right, you will be at disadvantage trying to hit it.
Okay, I'll roll again. I got a 12 to hit.
That's good enough.
Okay. And let's roll the damage. Oh, nice. 5, 6, 7. And that's 8 points. And I shock it. Bzzz. I give it the shocker.
You shock it.
Nice.
You take 3 damage.
Ooh.
You fall to the ground, but you are now free of it. And you've got all these little, like, tiny, like, little puncture holes in your like along your arm.
Oh no.
And in your.
It's got bindies in it, guys. Be careful. Oh, sorry, bindies. They're like the little prickly things from the lawn. It's an Australian term, sorry.
I was gonna ask. I'm like, I'm not sure what a bindi is.
Also not sure what your lawn is like that you're getting thorns.
It's Australia.
They're like really small. They're like really small thorns. Your lawn tries to kill you as well here.
Exactly. I mean, this is, this is taken right from the Outback. I mean, this is actually a real thing. So, all right, Krieg, you're up.
I will try to. Actually, I guess I would form my telekinetic sword and try to slice through.
Okay.
At disadvantage. I can't roll at disadvantage. So do I take assuming
lower,
I hit, would
yeah.
I take the damage? But would I take the damage roll from the first roll or the second roll? Because it's going to give me 2 damage rolls when I roll twice.
Just pick which one. I'll let you
So
pick.
the higher one it is.
Yeah. There we go. That was a wise choice.
So the lower to hit score was 16.
Yeah, that's it.
And the higher damage was 11.
There we go. That's fine with me. You take 3 damage as it's like piercing your skin through your telekinetic armor. But it is still holding on to you as you've cut more of the vines, but more of the vines come out and just grab you.
Okey-dokey.
Zavir.
So Zavira would reach for her knife. So she's got a moon blade. Yeah, a mono blade. Knife strapped to her leg. So she reaches like does a sweet curl, like reaches up and grabs it and attempts to like slice at the vine, holding her. Oh, she definitely didn't make it. Because this is a disadvantage. Yeah, so yeah, she definitely didn't make it.
You take 2 damage again as these tiny little tiny little pinpricks in your skin. Let's see, what is the shrub going to do?
Am I still in the air or it dropped
Yeah,
me?
you're still in the air. It didn't drop you.
Okay. So I still have my sword though.
Illumination Boy, give me another evasion roll. As it tries to reach out and grab you again.
Ooh, we're safe. Whew, lucky.
All right. Both Zavir and Krieg take 1 damage.
What hit us?
The
Is
vines
this
are
the
all wrapped
bindies?
around you, and you just feel these little pricks.
Those bindies are getting ya.
Go ahead, Kurt. I know what are you thinking? I see that.
Just that Severe was going to feel a little prick again when she starts having all these kids she saw visions of.
In the distance, you can hear the farmer yelling, and he is running that way. It looks like he's got a hatchet in his hand. Illumination Boy.
Okay. So I run over to where, like, mostly to where the vine, well, where I think the vines are holding Zavir, and I go to strike them.
Okay.
And that's a 16.
Yeah, that's a hit.
I'm all over this. With a 5, 6, 7, and that's 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Hit it with another shocker. Just shove my prods into it.
You cut some of the pieces off. It's still holding on to her, but you've definitely cut some of the vines away from her.
Okay, cool.
Krieg.
We'll try again. 13 to hit, 11 damage.
It's still holding on.
So I'm still in the air.
Yep. And you take 1 damage.
It's very
As you're just
persistent
hacking this, like vines falling off of it. Zavir.
Since my knife didn't really work out, I just try to shoot.
By the way, your
vines
mono
to
knife
hold them.
does shock damage. So even when you missed,
That's right.
Oh, does it? I thought that was only when you hit.
no,
it's only
that's what
3.
happens. Shock damage is what happens when you miss if it has less than a certain armor class. Because you're presumed to
Okay.
have still touched it with your knife and cut at it. It's just you didn't cut very
Ah.
deeply.
Gotcha. So yeah, it's got an AC less than 15, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it would have done. I would have done 1 damage to it when I sliced at it before. I'm gonna try to shoot at it at disadvantage. 13.
Your second one was your
So,
knife.
oh,
I mean, you still rolled pretty well.
at 12.
That kills
Does
it.
a 12 hit?
Yeah.
So I go to shoot this. So I'm kind of being whipped around in the air. I pull out my, I still have my pistol out in my other hand, and I shoot it, and it falls limp, and then I fall and hit the ground, landing on top of this thing.
Can I use a hustle point to rescue Zavir?
Okay, what are you gonna do?
Just catch her in my arms, or heroically,
Okay, yeah.
but then still struggle because I'm a weakling. And I'm just like, ooh.
Illumination Boy catches you.
I save you, Zavir.
I appreciate it.
It's very welcome, my best friend, and I put you down.
Yes, my best friend.
while
Forever.
while Krieg just plummets and hits the ground.
Yes, we have always been good friends. We'll continue to be good friends, always.
Best
If Farmer comes over, he's like, oh, sorry, am I interrupting something?
Just
only-
friendship.
Yes, just a close friendship.
Mm-hmm. He begins hacking at the dead vines on this bush that have like fallen limp or on the ground. He's just like hacking them away.
I am making my way over to the ship.
Do you get these things often?
They spring up every once in a while.
Nasty, nasty pieces of work.
Yeah. Probably from that druid.
Have you met the
Have you
druid?
met this?
No?
Oh, we're finishing each other's sentences now, Tavia.
It's just,
I've never met him. Well, I heard rumors.
yes, they say he is a myth.
Whatever he is, he's a pain in the ass.
Do these creatures come from the forest of meat?
That's what I heard. I think the wind. I think the storms carry those seed pods or something. Drop them down to here.
That is reasonable. The wind can take things, take seeds very far. It is a shame. At least you are prepared.
Yeah, well, and he points at as you can see, the ship that is like sticking out of the ground. Good luck with whatever you're looking for.
And go join Krieg.
All right.
So how far away was Skrillex flung?
Not very far.
He'd still be the first person to run over to the ship, I reckon.
Yeah, so you find that it's a shuttlecraft sticking out of the ground. It's been burned. There's some char damage to it. Some pieces of metal have been broken, removed. The cockpit or whatever is collapsed. And basically all that's left, all that's sticking out is like the cargo bay.
I'll check the cargo bay then. I mean, is this a design of ship that we'd be familiar with? Is it standard or is it sort of like a one-off?
It looks like a standard ship. Examining it a little bit, you notice it's got it says Vanguard Nebula Shipbuilding, and you also find like a plate that says commissioned UPM shuttlecraft vehicle.
So, I mean, anything I can find that's of use, in particular, like batteries would be great, but any sort of small things we can take.
Okay.
Can this ship fly again? Skrillex.
Right. Can Skrillex fix the ship?
Probably not. I mean, if you had
It sounds like there's a 2 out of 100 chance that it could.
He still has his hustle point.
Yeah. Yep. From this session and last session.
Just Sky Hustler on the side.
All right, or this could be. We could just keep the trend going. This could be like big tussling.
So give me a notice roll.
All of us?
Yep.
7.
7.
Yeah, 7. Yeah.
Lucky 7s.
Get the -1.
All right. Here and Illumination Boy. So you do find a couple batteries, Krieg. Seem to be left over in a compartment.
Okay, take those.
There was like 5, but the other 3 are corroded.
So there's like 2.
Yeah, there's 2 that look to be intact. What have Zavir and Illumination Boy looking for? Anything in particular?
I guess Zavir would look to see if like there are any weapons aboard. Anything better than a laser pistol?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's what she'd be looking for.
All right. What about Illumination Boy? What are you looking for?
I don't know. I'm thinking like Illumination Boy would just look for something shiny, something which just stands out, and he's like, "Oh, that'll take."
Okay. That's easy enough. Trying to find the weapons, range weapons. So you got a laser.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if there's like any weapons that would if there's like a cache that wasn't kind of, presumably this has been hit by raiders and stuff. So if there was like a place they couldn't or didn't unlock.
Yeah, like jammed up against some of the, like a metal plate, like got like wedged in between a space. You find a laser rifle.
Ooh.
It's all scuffed up.
I take it.
Okay.
I give it a look.
It has some damage. On a 1 to a 3 is a critical failure, but other than that, it's fine.
Okay. All right. Very good. Maybe I will be more useful. Look, there is an inscription on this. It says, "Bad Mother." This must be one bad mother rifle.
Illumination Boy. So everybody give me a D100 roll. Illumination Boy, give me 2.
Okay.
I'm also going to look for a fire extinguisher.
Sorry.
Just to put in the vehicle.
Okay.
78.
Hey, we got the same number.
You got 78 as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
and a 67.
Okay, I see that. Yep, 67.
50.
So Illumination Boy, as you're like searching through this thing, through the cargo bay and the what has been left, you find a couple. They almost look like scraps of paper. And they've got some kind of silver. It almost looks like a sticker on them. It's like a silver dollar stick. It looks like a silver dollar with a head of a lion on them. And you noticed it because it was like silver.
Such intrigue. Is this a possible villain or another hero? We'll have to find out in the next episode. Do I recognize this sticker or the lion head or anything like that?
You know what? You might.
So from back in my prison days.
Give me a no roll.
2d6. Oh, it's a good one. It's a 10.
Yes. These were traded in prison, and you know that criminals would use these. This is lion's head LSD.
Narcotics. Do you remember this? Who was it who went to prison with me? Was it Krieg?
Dr. Henry.
No. Oh, it's Dr. Henry, damn it. He's not here either. I might keep this.
You and Krieg both spot 3 bottles of some kind of pills, and they have a label on them. It says, "Alert now."
More narcotics. How many pills are in this?
Give me a D20 roll.
Okay.
It figures that space terrorists would be running drugs.
12.
There are 12 pills in that bottle. If you want to roll 2 more 20-siders.
Oh yeah, and they're the same. Yep. All right, I got an 8 and a 15.
Okay, so that's how many pills you have.
Gotcha.
They have a little tower emblem on them, like a castle tower.
Okay.
Krieg, you find your fire extinguisher. It's got a big dent in it, but it's still serviceable.
Okay, I'll put that in Big Hustling when I get back.
Zavir, you find a marble bust with it's got a face on it that looks, it's frowning.
Does the face, does it look familiar?
No, nobody you recognize.
I take this bust and I kind of turn it over in my hands and like see if I could take the head off, or if there's like some sort of maybe like try to like twist the ears or like wiggle the nose to see if there's like a hidden compartment.
So messing with it, you can take the face comes like right off, and you can wear it as a mask.
Is there anything behind the when you take off the mask? Is there anything behind it?
No, but inside the mask, there looks like there's some wires and components.
Don't show that to Skrillex.
And there's a couple switches on here.
You could be a superhero too, Zavir. All you have to do is put the mask on.
Only good things can happen if you put the mask on.
I don't
It'd
know.
be like Iron Man from the neck up.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
So if it had wires protruding from it, I would hand it to Skrillex to see if he can give a rundown on it for me to identify it.
So he's messing with it, and he flips the switch on, and he hands it to you, and he says, "Just say something."
Kevin and I are only friends.
And and this
Can Kevin make a mental save to see?
Oh,
Everyone make a notice roll to see if you can see Kevin's heart break.
yeah. Oh, this is like the Ralph and Lisa, like,
Wait, yeah.
where,
And
oh, you can
if
see
you're
the-
streaming, right? If you're streaming, people at home are like, you could see the exact moment.
Yeah, exactly.
there's a bit of feedback, and Kevin and I are only friends is heard extremely loud and booming across the whole area.
Oh. You don't mean that, do you, Damir? Oh.
I mean what I say.
Oh.
I'm sure that the farmer heard it too.
I think everybody should look for like med kits. You must have an emergency med kit on this ship. Just a question of whether it burned up.
Give me one more notice. Everyone, give me one more notice roll.
That's
5.
Also 5.
I got a 7. Lucky 7.
Just a roll of bandages. Everything else, the med kit was open. Everything was taken.
They probably use this as toilet paper as well.
But they're My Pretty Pony bandages.
Oh. I actually might keep these.
So, assuming Skrillex found whatever might be of interest to him, nothing else to do here.
Yeah, he's pulling out like a bunch of wires and electronic components, whatever he can scavenge, and pulls them out. He's got a big handful of just stuff that he starts piling into big hustling.
Oh, that was a waste. Got attacked. Wasted time. Set off again.
Did you find any batteries?
I did find 2 batteries.
So not a complete waste.
Yeah, we have a little more power.
So the farmer has finished hacking this bush up, and all that's left is like a stump that you can see kind of like pulsating. And as you're leaving, he walks over and sees Illumination Boy, and he's like, "Tough break. Don't give up, kid."
Thanks, mister. See how we go. My heart's pretty sore right now.
It'll make it worthwhile all in the end.
Thank you. Do you want these bandages? I gotta hand him the bandages. Actually, one of these might do you better. You are a hardworking individual after all. And I give him one of the smallest bottles of pills, the Alert Me Now pills or whatever.
Alert Now? Yeah, he takes them.
Yeah. So, goodbye,
Okay.
pill.
Thanks.
Thank you, mister. Bye.
All right.
The farmer gives some terrible advice. This will just make it worth it. Like, let's just say anything. You just, even though she said no, you just keep going.
It's classic advice.
Uh-huh. Playing hard to get, you know. Oh boy, that's so bad.
So I mentioned we were heading back to the road, the Ultraviolet road.
Yep. Oh, you will end up going past the tree if you want to stop there.
Only to spit on it.
I mean, there's a risk, but I guess if we do we have any questions that are worth the risk?
It's a very insightful tree.
I'm going to go over and I'm going to walk up to the tree and I'm going to ask, what is the porcelain prince's greatest weakness? And I was going to hug the tree just like Illumination Boy did.
Nice.
What do I roll?
Mental save.
Fail.
So as you can see, as Krieg walks up and hugs the tree and it begins to graft around him.
I just say, wait, he's having his hero moment right now. We better help him now. We run over.
I got a better idea. Do we have rope?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You
I do.
Somewhere. Yeah. So let's tie a rope. Let's tie a knot and to the back of Big Hustlin', loop it around Krieg, and then drive and have him just pry right off the tree. We don't have to touch Krieg or the tree, and we get to pry him off.
Just don't put the rope around his neck.
No. His waist.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm hugging the tree. I didn't get the rope around my waist without touching me.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Standing here, I just run over and try to grab him off it again.
All right.
Is he just like getting like sucked closer and closer into it, kind of thing?
Well, he's holding on to it, and the tree is like grafting around him, like the bark is grafting around him.
Yeah. So, what are we doing? Another save?
Another mental save, yeah.
Yep. That's a pass.
Okay. You fight off its effect. Now give me an exert roll as you try to pull him away.
An 8.
You have ripped off like one hand. He's like halfway on now. Like pieces of bark are breaking off.
I need your help, Tavir, quick.
I'll grab the rope.
Do we tie it around his arm?
That might break his arm.
I mean, you can fix
It's true, I can. Can I fix that? Mortally.
I mean, I feel like if you could fix congenital defects, it'd be weird if you couldn't fix a broken bone.
Yeah, so I'll grab the rope and try to like tie it like in a way so I kind of have the loop, and then like put it over his like wrist, and kind of like kind of pull it so it'll self tighten. And then I before just ripping his arm off, big hustling, I'll give the rope a good yank and like try to pull him off through that mechanism.
All right, give me exert.
9.
Jerk him right off, and the bark goes everywhere. Just clip that right there.
So I run over to Krieg and I say, "Did you get the vision that you needed?"
I don't know. Did I get anything?
So as you grab the tree, you see you are among the stars, and then now on some kind of distant world. There are people running around screaming. Looks like their faces and bodies are like melting off. And you see someone run up, and they kind of like run past you, and they get onto a ship, and the ship takes off. And now you're in a room, and you can see somebody walking up, and they look in a mirror, and you see that their face is like hideously scarred, and they just look away. And then the next moment they return, and they are wearing the mask of the porcelain prince, and the vision ends.
So were these people human looking before? Cat people?
They looked human, yeah.
I mean, I saw something. I have no idea how that is his weakness. He was scarred once, and that's why he wears the mask, apparently. He's from a planet where everybody's faces were melting. Maybe he's highly sensitive about his appearance, and so insulting him is just a way to drive him crazy. I don't know.
Maybe he's scared of fire.
Scarface.
Still, we should note the location of this tree. It is still useful.
Do we still have do we still have the map? So like we didn't have a paper map, did we? Because it was drawn in like the dirt.
Right.
Yeah. Never mind. It's like
I mean, Kevin's filming things as we go, so as long as he films some major landmarks.
Yeah. That's right.
I think with enough hustle, I'll be able to install GPS on this thing soon.
Right. Even if you can't fix broken bones, by the way, you can regrow missing limbs. So all we'd have to do is just lop my arm off.
Yes, sir.
I can't do that yet.
Okay.
That's next level, I think.
Level 2.
Level 2, like
I'm
the
a level
ability.
1. I'm a level 1. I'm a level 1 biopsych.
Yeah.
I see.
I only get
Biosound.
level 2 abilities at level 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So soon.
So you head back onto the road,
Yep.
back onto the ultraviolet road, leaving behind the wreckage and the knowing tree. You travel about another 30 minutes as it begins to, instead of rolling hills, it's pretty flat. And there are now just patches of green and orange things that are growing in the dirt. And you now can easily see various farmers opening something and pouring them on them. It looks like cans. And as you are approaching the road, I mean, as you're on the road approaching up ahead of you, you can see a wagon that has crashed, fallen on its side, and a bunch of the hairless monkeys are running around. And the farmer, whoever is out there, the nomad is out there running around trying to catch them.
Perhaps we should help him.
I agree, Xavier. That's very nice of you.
How is this our problem?
Well, these are soon to be our subjects, I guess. So
Right, and
we need to help them.
Yeah, it would be as just more of a show of good faith, a good gesture.
Well, these aren't the people we talked to
don't
back
have
in
to.
town. We can go around.
Okay. As you go around and you see another like wagon tipped over, and it's kind of laying on the road. Looks damaged. The person who looked like probably their driver, the horned oxen is up, kind of moving around, and the driver gets up, and you can see that he's holding his side of his head, and he's kind of bloodied.
Well, this looks really good for you, Craig. You can use your muscles to lift this giant cart, right?
Nope, it's far too heavy for me to manipulate.
No.
I mean, maybe someday I will have honed my skills to the point where I could lift an entire cart. I mean, if anyone's injured, Xavier certainly could help them.
Yeah, Xavier is when seeing the blood pouring down. Xavier would kind of just presumably we're rolling down to a stop because we had, unless we're gonna blow through the wagon. She'd jump out and walk over to this fella. Sir, are you injured?
And you can see that he's wearing one of those air filter masks. He's like a nomad. It's like, yeah. Oh. And he pulls his mask off and see some of his teeth are broken, and he's got like a bloody face. He's like, it's not safe. You should probably leave.
What happened? Who did this to you?
There's a Vohm around. You need to leave now. It's not safe here.
Well, thank you for the warning. And I'll like touch him, and heal him.
And Illumination Boy
nice.
gets jealous.
He heals 10 hit points.
Yeah, the wounds like begin to close, and he just looks relieved. Now go
Yes.
before it attacks again.
What's a Vom?
So the creatures of pure madness.
Well, then we should get the hell out of here. We don't want to face anything like that.
So does the cart look like we could? Does it look like it's thick enough that does it look like there? Would there any be reasonable belief that we wouldn't be able to just drive through it, or like drive to the side and like knock?
Yeah, you can drive around. Yeah, you can drive around it. It's just blocking the road. Yeah, you can drive around it.
So get back in the car, and have Skrillex drive around it. Xavier would pull out Big Mother or Bad Mother. Yeah, Bad Mother,
Okay.
and kind of keep a lookout.
Oh,
So
should we
walking.
rescue this guy?
He's the bait for the Vom.
Oh boy.
So walking.
I mean, unless Illumination Boy wants to take him with us or stay, he should be safe enough to move. Although apparently, if he has any broken bones, Severe couldn't do anything about that.
If he seemed okay, like I would be opposed to just leaving him here.
Yeah,
You know, gotta
I
fight your
figured
own
that we just
battles.
leave him here.
Regan's actually surprised that Illumination Boy doesn't want to stay and defend people from this monster, but not
You know,
going
he's
to
gonna
argue
fight his
with
own
him.
battles and stuff. He's gonna make it. He'll be fine. He's got a big board or bet like an ox thing to protect him. He'll be all right.
All right. So walking.
I want to
Like-
go like a distance away and then stop and just observe through binoculars. I want to see what a Vom looks like.
Yeah. So as the big hustling goes around the wagon that has fallen, and this guy is helping his oxen get loose and get away, and then presumably maybe help the other guy.
Oh, there was another guy.
Yeah, the one who was chasing the.
Oh, the monkeys.
Oh, the monkeys.
You see.
Oh, they were really close together, were they?
Yeah, you see a gray figure, humanoid figure you had seen before at the ruins, walking away back to out. He's just walking out into the, in just a direction. There's nothing seems to be ahead of him, just the horizon.
Illumination Boy, you should take like blurry video of that thing, so
Yeah.
people back at the camp know that these things are out here.
Yeah, okay, I do that. Look like the alien landing or like the Yeti kind of film.
Right, I was thinking Bigfoot, but same genre.
Yeah.
Just like it's just like shaking, like uncontrollably.
So you're taking footage as you drive away.
Yeah, if it's walking away, then
Mm-hmm.
nothing to see here.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, unless we want to engage it, I just see no reason to.
I'd rather not. I'd rather not after the last one. It was not good.
Oh, was that the thing which transformed into another thing?
It hit
It was
the guy.
transforming things
Yeah.
into other things.
Oh boy. Well, in the I'd be like, stop the car. We have to go back and save them. A true hero isn't measured by the size of his strength, but by the size of his heart. And that's in the quoted by Zeus. And he was a great hero. Well, a god, but same deal. Now let's go save these guys. And if no one turns around the car, I'd just jump out and start running.
So Illumination Boy jumps out and starts running because Skrillex does not turn the car around.
I'm running Naruto style.
That will help.
Yeah, I go
Okay.
faster.
So what are you going to do?
Well, I'd go back to this monkey guy and help him put these monkeys back in their cage to begin with. Because, where's this thing? Is it coming or
It's right now walking away from you.
walking away? So, away from them as well?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd yell out and be like, "Hey, criminal! What did you do to these poor people?"
It stops and turns around. You see its featureless face and body. It raises its arm, and you see a bolt of some kind of energy just shoot right past you. It strikes one of the hairless monkeys that's running around, and it begins to transform.
At about this point, I would tell Skrillex to turn around.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
We can't let Kevin kill himself when all of his followers are going to see us driving away.
I
two.
get a 7.
6.
6, 7. So, choose Craig. Who got 7?
I did. Illumination Boy.
Okay. So everybody roll D6s, please.
One.
3.
4.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. We don't use that in this system. What is? Let's see. Come on. Nice. So he blasts this hairless monkey that's running around, and he begins to transform into this 8-meter tall gorilla with huge fangs.
I look back at the gorilla and then look back and then look at the faceless creature and I just like, what did you do that for? And I continue running towards him.
Towards who?
The faceless thing, the gray whatever.
Okay, so you're charging him?
Yeah.
Okay. You will get there in one turn. So next turn you'll get there as you're Naruto running towards him.
That's right.
Okay. Zavir, as you've turned the vehicle around, you see this happen and you see an 8-meter tall, which would be 26 feet, gorilla just appear out of nowhere, looming over this cart. One cart has fallen and one that's still up.
How big is the
God damn
faceless
it,
creature?
Kevin.
He stands about 6 feet tall.
Oh, well, then I would probably just say, Skrillex, run him over. Maybe the monkey goes back to normal if it gets killed.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna shoot the faceless creature. So, like, how far away from us is it?
Let's see. We got your car. You guys would be. You guys are like 20 meters away.
Okay. So yeah, I could definitely within range of my bad mother. So I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
It's a 6.
6 to hit.
Yeah.
You fire into the distance, into the horizon.
It's a shame. That'll be it for me.
Okay. The gorilla gets up, looks around, and begins to run. Oh, let's see. It's got some targets here. So it's got nomad, vehicle, Illumination Boy.
Lots of monkeys.
Yes.
Stomp monkeys.
Monkey stomping. That's right. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. I roll an 8 side. Let's see what. But it seems focused on the Naruto running Illumination Boy.
As it should be.
Turns and just starts charging after you. It's not there yet, but you can hear it coming.
That's right. I can outrun a giant monkey.
Krieg.
How far away am I from the faceless thing?
You are, let's say, 20 meters, which is 21 yards, which is da-da-da-da.
Okay. So I will use Jagger shards. 7 to hit.
But some reason you and Zavir are on the same target as you shoot in the same spot. Maybe it's something you might know something.
Mine is a bit more like a shotgun. Like it's like a spiral of shards of telekinetic force that all miss.
Okay. So the gray creature is there looking and sees this. It reaches out its hand and fires a beam of energy that streaks over and hits another one of the hairless monkeys. And it begins to transform. All right, everybody give me a D4 roll.
3.
3.
2.
So it grows into like this spider with all these fangs. The spider stands about 3 meters tall. Illumination Boy.
I eventually run up to this creature and I say, "You're done, criminal!" And I get into like melee range with my revolver and pull it out of my pants and just shoot him point blank. And I get like I'm a close combatant, so
Okay.
I can use like these without penalty, like without like the range penalty or whatever.
Okay.
+1, that's a 15.
15 to hit, just misses.
Oh, fit.
So you fire. He kind of like moves, jerks at the last minute. Is there shock damage or anything?
Nah. There's only shock damage if I use my melee weapons.
All right, Zavir.
Just gonna take another shot at this guy. Ugh. What's going on here? It's a miss. As it goes wide.
Somebody's in the distance is getting pelted by fire. The gorilla runs up to you, Illumination Boy.
Uh-oh.
And it looks like he's about to raise his fist and just like pound you in the head. And the gray creature just reaches out his hand and he stops. Let's see, what's the spider going to do? The spider attacks one of the nomads and runs up to him, the one that Zavir did not heal, and starts attacking him with its fangs. Krieg.
I'm going to attempt to acrobatically. I assume we're closer now. This is a different round. But I'm going to acrobatically jump out of the vehicle and ignite my telekinetic blade and attack the faceless creature.
All right.
14 to hit.
That misses.
Okay.
Is that any shock damage or anything?
Not if a 14. Does it have an AC of 13 or less?
No.
Nope.
That's right. Okay. All right. Illumination Boy. I believe that would be a hit. He reaches out and touches you on the chest. Give me a physical save.
Uh-oh. I fail.
You are racked with immense pain.
Oh.
Like, when it was like Taco Tuesday and you had way too many tacos and chased them down with a bunch of Red Bull afterward.
Oh.
And you just like keel over in pain.
Yeah.
Or, like when it was sunny out and you went and laid on your lawn.
Oh. Oh boy. Not good.
All right. Give me another physical save.
Oh, I passed this one.
Okay,
thankfully.
good. All right, good. All right, Zavir.
Still gonna go after this guy. Take another shot. Yeah, there we go. It's a crit.
Nice.
Net 20.
Okay.
Does 3 damage.
So I was going to say this as I was thinking about changing the critical damage rules. I was going to say that you get max and then you just roll for the next one. If you guys are good with that, that kind of reminded me that's what I wanted to do.
What do you mean roll for the next one?
As in, it'll be double damage, so you so you get max on the first roll, and then the second roll is the second one's a roll. If that makes sense, maybe I'm not making any
So it's max
So-
plus a normal damage roll.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, just what I was
Yeah.
saying.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm cool with that.
So it'd be 13 then,
So
because
Yeah. it
yeah,
would be
okay. So
13.
yeah, 13.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, 13.
All right.
So it's whatever you roll plus their max damage. Gotcha.
There we go. Yeah. Give me a D100 roll. This could turn the tide of battle right here.
71.
Okay. You blast this gray creature in the leg, and it blows a big chunk of it off and falls. It like has to lean to keep itself up. It's like its leg is just like hanging there at the knee.
Meanwhile, Kevin is suffering Montezuma's revenge. You may have to ride on the roof with Kine.
If we come, when you find out the only cure is Felix Whizz.
It has to be warm though. Freshly squeezed.
Well, I mean, either way, I think if the effect is like Taco Tuesday, when you've had too many tacos, I'm not sure we want them in the cabin.
Ooh, I'm getting gassy, guys.
Let's see, what's he gonna do? Well, the gorilla then turns his attention to Krieg and attempts to hit you, strike you with his fist. 13 is a miss, I would assume.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I assume my armor's still up.
Yeah, he swings, or either that hits the armor.
Does he do shock damage?
No. Let's see. The spider is devouring the one nomad. The gray creature figure reaches out and shoots another bolt of energy and hits one of the hairless monkeys, and they begin to transform. Whatever is being transformed has got like wings and like tendrils growing on it.
Oh, Cthulhu.
It begins to flap up into the air. Illumination Boy, another physical save here.
Yeah, physical. Oh, nat 20. We passed it.
You whatever this is suddenly has passed.
Oh.
Um,
And with a big fart. It's like a squeeze, like,
well, it's a 6-second round, so it lasts at least 6 seconds.
oh yeah. I just like look at this creature in the face. I'm like,
Good thing it doesn't have a nose.
At least Severe is still in the vehicle, so she's not directly here to witness this.
That's right. And there's a screaming monkey, so she can't hear it either unless it's a real loud one.
Severe.
All right. So is this tentacle, the tentacles with wings, is it coming towards us, or is it just?
It hasn't taken a direction. It's just kind of you just see it flying up in the air where that spider was, where all the little hairless monkeys are running around.
So I'm still gonna press my attack at him, the gray guy.
Okay.
It's an 18.
That's a hit.
It does 2 damage.
He is blasted again. Monkey attack, the gorilla attack on Krieg. Oh boy, that's the same. I rolled the exact same shit. He misses you again, hits your armor.
And your abs ripple.
The flying tendril creature comes swooping over and grabs Kime and begins lifting off with him. Kime also seems kind of distracted because he's swatting at the other tendrils as the other ones have grabbed him. What's he gonna do? So, seeing that you have stood up, the gray creature just kind of looks at you again. And reaches out. Does a 13 hit?
That's the number it needs. Yeah.
So give me another physical save. Yep.
Yeah, I passed. 19.
It cocks its head as it reaches out and touches you, and you seem unfazed by it.
Too strong for you.
Yeah, apparently it's meant to match.
Krieg.
I attack it again with my sword. Ugh. Missed. 11.
Illumination Boy.
I wield, knowing that my revolver isn't very useful, I throw it into the air to distract him, and then in that moment I pull out my stun buttons and give him a crisscross, or attempt to at least.
Okay.
Plus 2, 18.
Okay.
A winner. Let's do some d6. A d6 damage. 4 plus 1 plus 2. 7. Let's dunk him 1.
Okay. Yeah. You hit him. You see him kind of wince a little bit. Zavir.
I'm gonna shoot at him still.
Okay.
I definitely miss as it goes wide.
Okay.
Actually, it was a nat 1.
Oh.
All right.
My gun's done.
D100 roll.
$67.
So where are you located? Are you in the vehicle shooting?
Yeah, I would be like shooting out the window.
Yeah. So as you're trying to get like a better angle and shoot, you accidentally slip and fall, and you fall out the window onto the ground.
Okay.
Gorilla will attack again. Look, that's even lower. It's ineffective. Kime is being lifted into the air. The spider thing goes running after the other nomad as he is like now running away from it. So then the gray creature, who is kind of looking at Illumination Boy like, what the hell? And what Krieg, what are you using to hit it?
A telekinetic sword.
Okay.
Basically a lightsaber.
Okay. He reaches out and tries to touch you with a natural 20. I think he does.
Yes.
Give me Physical save.
Made it.
So he reaches out and touches the arm that you have. You use it one hand or two hands?
I use it two-handed.
Okay. What is your dominant hand?
Right.
So he reaches out and touches your right hand, right forearm, and it begins to like become incredibly painful. So much that it's like you let go of the weapon and your arm is just kind of like locked in place. You're up.
Okay. Using my sword one-handed because there's no rule. I will attack him anyway. But I miss 9.
Okay.
You just made me no less ineffective.
Illumination Boy.
Let's give him a 1-2. I'm gonna roll to attack. Oh, nice. 20, not natural.
Yep.
Just one of these. Sorry. 4, and that's another 7. You just hear the battens go thunk thunk.
Yeah, he just kind of
like they're hollow tubes.
Yeah, they're like hollow tubes. Yeah.
Zavir.
Can I see that like Krieg is in pain? Like, did he scream, or can I tell if he like locked up from my angle?
Yeah, you can tell like his arm is like it's almost like it's in a cast, but it's not, and he's like using his telekinetic weapon, not a lightsaber.
Don't need that sort of copyright.
Yeah.
I'll shoot at the creature, and then
at his arm to unlock it.
I mean, he didn't do any damage. He just paralyzed one arm.
It's a 16.
That's what you need.
It does 6 damage.
So he is. Give me a D8 roll.
8.
So whatever remaining piece of his leg that was attached at the bone, you blast off, and now he's standing on one leg. There's like no blood, no anything coming out of him. Let's see. The gorilla is going to try to hit Krieg for the 4th time. Let's see. I rolled another 8. That's 13. Another miss. Very ineffective. Give me another physical save, Krieg.
Fail.
Let's see. Yeah, that would be a hit. Give me a physical save, Illumination Boy, as the gray creature again reaches out.
Save.
All right.
You have met your match, villain.
So Kime is being flown away, and the nomad is now like hiding under the cart as the spider is trying to get to him. And the hairless monkeys are running around. Krieg.
This time I'm going to transform my telekinetic blade into a telekinetic hammer just to switch things up.
Okay.
And miss. So not enough of a switch, apparently. 11 to hit.
Well, you are fighting. The gorilla is there too, so the gorilla kind of
Right.
gets in the way. Illumination Boy.
All right. Let's roll the hit. Up. I missed. I rolled a 4.
All right.
And it doesn't take shock damage, does it? No, it's too
No.
high.
Depends on
AC.
what your target is.
Zavir.
Yeah.
Its AC is 16 apparently.
Still gonna press the attack. Missing.
It's a very slow motion battle.
A lot of
Well,
parrying.
missing.
I mean, I haven't hit yet. I've rolled better than an 8 on my.
That's what
attack
I've
roll.
been rolling. But
Yeah,
that is a
good
hit.
eye.
That would be a 23 to hit, 5 damage on Krieg as the gorilla finally punches you.
Okay. Krieg is down.
Oh.
Nobody's been healing Krieg. With like one paralyzed arm sticking up in the air. So all at once you see Krieg falls to the ground. His red telekinetic armor dissolves. The hammer in his other hand dissolves away into nothingness.
All right.
Oh no. Friendly rival Krieg. What the? No.
Okay. The gray creature reaches out, does a, well, yeah, that would be hit. Give me another physical save.
Physical save. Saved.
He just keeps reaching out, and you're unaffected by his.
I just
abilities.
swat his hand away.
Yep.
Just stop touching my face.
Stop touching me.
What's wrong with you?
Stop touching me.
All right. Krieg would be up, but that. Okay. So what's my little chart? Give me a D20 roll.
Eight.
All right. So what's your physical save if you rolled an 8? Do you get a bonus to that?
My physical save is a 12. Is V12. So I don't know what you mean. Do we get a bonus?
He's saying that you failed.
Okay, so
Oh.
Krieg is down. All right. Illumination Boy.
I say, you'll pay for that, criminal, and I go to hit him again. 16. That's a hit,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
All right, there we go. With another 6 damage.
Whittling him down.
Thump thump.
You see what looks like almost cracks developing where we're striking him now.
Oh boy.
Zavir.
Am I able to make? So how far am I away from where Krieg and this creature are?
If you're at the vehicle, you're 20 yards away. So 20 meters.
Yeah, I can't. So I'll move 10 meters because I can't. I couldn't make. We only get one hustle point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I can't. You can't make 20 meters movement.
Right.
So I'll move 10 meters closer, and then fire at the creature again.
Right. I mean, technically, unless they hit me again, I have 6 rounds before I die.
Oh, nice.
So it'll be good enough. Well,
Or if they hit
11.
me again, that'll reduce it.
It misses.
You fire into the darkness, into the horizon. That one nomad has almost was going to get up and start running, but has decided to take cover once again. The gorilla, seeing that his target is down, moves over to Illumination Boy. Oh boy, there's a 10 to hit.
Yes.
Luck out on that one. Kime is being flown away. You can hear screams from the nomad as he is like wrestling with the spider thing that is now underneath the, like, trying to get at him as he's like hiding in the cart. The gray creature just kind of looks at everyone.
He's hopping around on one leg,
Yeah, who's got one leg.
like the Black Knight from Monty Python.
Yeah. What is he gonna do? Bleed on me?
And kind of looks and reaches down to Krieg's arm that is like frozen and rips it right off of him and attaches it to his leg.
What the fuck? Okay.
Illumination Boy.
What the fuck? I have to kill this thing. Will a 17 hit? Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
All right, and that's max. So 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 points.
That was what you needed. 9 points.
Oh boy.
So tell me what you do.
So I like hit it in its cracks, I guess, which were forming, and they start to open up even more. And then I'd keep on hitting them until like my battens were like inside of him, and then I'd hit the switches on my stun battens, electrocuting him until he like fried.
Yeah, he's like as Krieg's arm turns into a leg and grafts to his body, he kind of crumbles. You can see the electricity shooting through him, and he just kind of collapses onto himself in a big smoldering pile of looks like pieces of ceramic, broken ceramic tiles.
Does Krieg's
And
arm new leg also smolder? Or is did that like
doesn't really matter. You can't reattach it. It's not going to stay fresh until we reach next level. Also, if I take any damage while mortally wounded, I simply die. So I'm dead.
Oh.
So I have a couple thoughts on the new character. Who'll be pretty different from this one.
Is the monkey still doing monkey things?
And the spider.
And
the guy under the cart who's like, it was walking away. Why?
And the Cthulhu monkey, which has got hold of the cat.
Yeah, right. He is flying away.
So is Illumination, is it Zavir's turn?
It is Zavir's turn.
Or the monkey's turn.
Yeah, it's Zavir's turn.
So I'd run up, able to make the rest of the 10 meters, and check on Krieg. Seeing if I could, seeing if there's anything I could do assuming if there isn't anything I can do, then I would, attack the monkey in anger.
So technically, the monkey didn't do anything.
Or like, now that this thing is dead, does the monkey, like, are they still like giant?
Attack Kevin in anger.
That might be more appropriate. The real villain here.
Excellent work, Brendan. Excellent work.
I'm a hero.
You could give me a heal check if you wish to examine Krieg.
All right. 10.
So, as you examine Krieg, he is still alive, but where his arm was, almost like it never existed. Like he was born that way.
Oh, it's just a defect. Look at that. You can fix that.
I mean, maybe.
So I guess I would try to use psychic sucker on him, to see if I could heal him.
Okay. What does that do?
It just if I am unstable, it automatically stabilizes me and gives me 1 hit point. But if I take any damage, again, assuming I didn't die from being injured the last round,
No,
then any additional injury kills me. So normally I would have to like run, but that's not who my character is. So
Wakes up, fights monkey.
right.
Or Kevin.
Yeah. So you don't wake up with 1. You revive with the rolled point. So you would have you would get 3 hit points if you were not killed.
You were not killed. When you wake up,
yeah.
You have 1 arm.
Do I remember having 2 arms, or as the memory changed too?
Yeah, you remember having 2
then
arms.
I'm going to attack Kevin. When it's my turn.
Oh boy.
So you have 3 hit points. You also probably is like a drop in the bucket, but you also get system strain.
Let's see. What is the gorilla gonna do? Illumination Boy.
Or technically, I'm unarmored at the moment, so
Oh,
the monkey's
boy.
smart.
Thump.
Okay, I'm gonna make a roll here. We'll see what happens. Severe. It turns its attention to the Severe and attempts to punch you. Rolls a natural 1. It has a hustle point, however. No. It just only embarrasses itself. There are no more screams coming from the card anymore.
Good. That means the spider is free to come after us.
Krieg.
I will stand up, and I'm going to forward my telekinetic hammer, and I'm going to swing at Illumination Boy. 1-armed. Screaming, "You took my arm, you bastard!"
I saved you.
23
He's
to
dead.
hit. I finally rolled well. Eight damage.
Shit. 8. All right. Oh boy. Whew, I'm on a fresh 3 hit points. Hey, I got as many as you now.
Yep. It's an even fight now.
Oh boy.
With the giant monkey looming over both of us.
Illumination Boy.
Look, Krieg, we'll be okay. And then I go to attack the monkey. I'll roll the hit. We're gonna make it through this. I rolled a 14
On the monkey?
on the monkey. Yeah.
Yep.
Dope. 9 points max damage.
All right. Severe. You've just seen Krieg attack Illumination Boy.
Zavir's gonna run up to Illumination Boy, and
Whack him.
he'll deliver the killing blow. Is gonna but run up and lay her hand on your shoulder. Said, "We don't have time for this. We have a job to do. At least we have to get out of here alive." And she heals you for 5 hit points.
Thank you. In my mind, yes, she touched me. Now I know what I have to do. Just be hurt and she'll touch me.
Okay.
You also take system strain.
Oh, okay, that's all right. It
So
was worth it.
The gorilla is there. And there is now a new target because Krieg is up. So I shall roll randomly to see if the gorilla attacks. Who he attacks. Okay. Zavir again. A 3.
Oof.
It does not hit.
Monkey is not effective in combat. The gorilla, excuse me. Krieg.
I will turn on the monkey this time and swing my hammer at it, telling it to stay out of my fight. 22 to hit, 9
Yep.
damage.
Oh yeah. It gets smacked. Chunks of it come off. Illumination Boy.
Thank you, Krieg. We fight on the same side again. And then I go to zap this monkey. We're going to roll to hit. 14 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah. Or low damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points of damage.
Okay. It's looking rough. Pieces of it falling off. Chunks bleeding. Zavir.
It's like, I'll turn to Krieg and say, "We can sort this out afterwards." And she heals him up, giving him 8 points of 8 hit points back.
All right. The gorilla will pick a target. So Krieg, Zavir, and Illumination Boy, if you want to get attacks, as it seems to look around and spot something else and goes running.
Yeah. Let's give it a thump. I got a 14.
It's a hit.
Okay. 2.
I got a 10.
All right.
I have 5 points of damage.
If its AC is less than or equal to 13, it takes 4.
Okay. It's up to Xavier.
I got a 6, so probably not.
Okay. So you hit it, and it staggers past you and runs, and then goes and tries to grab that spider, and goes after it.
Oh.
Krieg.
I guess I'll chase after the ape.
Okay.
12 to hit.
Just misses.
So then it takes 4 shock damage.
So you swing, just missing it, but you hit like the cart, and you smash the cart, and part of the cart comes down and slams on it, and it falls to the ground, and then the spider jumps on it and starts going after it with it, sinks its fangs into it.
Okay.
And the spider seems to be chowing down on the gorilla. And then the gorilla slowly begins to do that transformation that you saw, like where it looks like a gorilla, then like a hairless monkey, and then it turns into a big pile of ooze and just kind of fades away as the spider's continually looking for it and then looking around to see what else is around. Illumination Boy.
I run towards the spider and go to strike it. I don't think I hit. I got a 9.
Yep, that's a miss.
That's 4 points of shock damage.
All right. Severe.
Take aim at the spider. Missing. Yikes.
At least it's in the opposite direction. Or maybe that's why you missed, because you were shooting in the other direction. The spider begins to like back away from you, Krieg, and is going over to the body of the nomad and kind of grabs it and is dragging it away.
I'm going to go after the spider.
All right.
9 to hit. If its AC is 13 or less, it takes 4.
4 more shock damage. Illumination Boy.
I do the same thing. Nat 20.
There we go.
So max 6, 7, 8, 9. And then got another 6, 9 plus 6, 13. Oh, 9 plus 6. What am I talking about? 15. Oh my god.
Give me a D100 roll.
77. All these 7s. Ooh.
So you using the stun batons?
Yeah.
Stun batons?
Yeah.
You hit it and you knock some of its spider legs away, like breaking them off. And it's having a hard time moving the body and moving away in general. Xavier.
Take another shot. This was a good one. 20, not natural.
All right.
And does 5 damage.
All right. So the spider leaps forward, attempting to attack. Let's see, who would be there? It would be Illumination Boy or Krieg, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I will roll the D8 to see who. Illumination Boy, natural 20.
Ouch.
You take 9 damage
I'm down.
as it reaches in and hits you with its fangs.
And I collapse.
Krieg,
I walk away.
the spider has done its job.
I thought you would like throw the spider a treat.
That's my turn.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know if the spider gets an opportunity attack. 'Cause I don't think that's a mechanic in this game.
You
We
just
got
got
one before from the monkey or whatever.
Yeah, well, yeah, he was kind of like passing. You guys were kind of around it, and he was going to go through you. That's at least how I saw it. You just walking away?
I turn my back and walk away.
Give me a D20 roll, Illumination Boy. A physical save.
Physical saved.
You've been knocking those out.
Yeah, I'm all over these. It's lower now, so it's good.
Did you pass?
Yeah, I passed. Yep, sorry.
Okay. Xavier.
So how far is Illumination Boy from where I'm at?
Not very far.
Can I get there? Is it less than 10 meters?
Yeah, you can get there. Yeah.
So I'll get to I'll get up there and take aim at this creature, hitting
the creature known as Illumination Boy.
I hit the creature for 3 damage.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm dead.
So you blast it. The spider barely can move. It will reach out and let's see who it's going to attack. It's got Illumination Boy's down. It's just got Krieg is walking away. Xavier is right there. 13.
If it's equal, it hits, right?
Your
Or
AC's
equal doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
equal
that's what
would
I've
hit.
been doing. Yeah.
Yeah, so it hits.
6 damage.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Hearing that, I would pause.
So she was it like a bite?
Yep.
As his fangs sink into Xavier's leg, she like cries out.
Krieg.
I will turn and come back and say, that's what you get for trying to heal Illumination Boy. And I'll attack the spider. 21 to hit.
Yep.
9 damage.
It's dead. You can describe how it dies. It's got
So after scolding her, actually, after scolding her, I swing my hammer down and miss Illumination Boy, but accidentally hit the spider and then pretend that's what I was trying to do.
Again, it goes through the various transformations of the hairless monkey and the spider, and then kind of a bubbling goo, and then just kind of dissolves into nothing. And that's not Illumination Boy. All right, so the cart, the nomads are both dead. The hairless monkeys are running around. There's a couple on top of the vehicle now, just kind of like hanging out. Kime is nowhere to be seen. And there's just a pile of some kind of broken tiles where the Vohm was.
So I'm gonna heal myself. I get 5 hit points back.
All right.
I take a system strain. And then I'll go and heal. I'll go up to Illumination Boy's body, and I like reach out. I'm like really conflicted, but then decide to anyway, and jolt him back to life with 4 hit points. Also, Kurt, you take when you're pulling when you're healing someone from being mortally wounded, they take 2 system strain instead of the normal 1 that you get from like healing. So Illumination, Boy, you take 2 system strain.
So
and get
3 now.
Back.
Okay.
All right.
Whew. You saved me, Xavier. Oh.
Look, you guys are even now. You both died and were brought back.
I am limbering up for the coming fight. And I will say, we will be even just as soon as I chop off his arm and I form my telekinetic sword.
You will not chop off my arm, Krieg.
I mean, technically, if we want to talk about even, we've got 2 dead nomads who would have been perfectly alive right now. Who knows what fate Kime will suffer, because I don't even know where Kime is anymore. That creature flew off with him. And we have that creature, that monster that is now flapping around with all of its tentacles to trouble all of the other nomads.
If anything, we have helped these people. There's that villain over there, and I point at the tiles, was going to just kill lots more people. We have saved the day, Krieg. At the expense of an arm and a couple of our lives, yes, but
we have saved nothing.
We picked a fight that did not have to be picked, and people lost their lives. You can tell yourself what you want about that, but you can tell yourself while patting yourself on the back with your 1 remaining arm.
No, Krieg, you will not chop off my arm. Pointing at you in a very easy way for you to chop off my arm.
I did step away far enough so that I could limber up, so I won't take the cheap shot. For all we know, Kine had kittens.
And this monster may have killed that man down the street, or that whole village. Who knows? But we have beaten the villain today, and we will beat every villain along the way.
Except for that monster that flew off, which we'll never see again.
Well, we may see again. We're not sure about that. But we killed the boss.
You're delusional, Illumination Boy. Completely and utterly delusional.
I'm gonna walk up to Illumination Boy and punch him.
From now on, in fact, yes, I will refer to you as Illusion Boy. Or Delusion Boy.
Let's see. Well, I don't have one arm. You would just
be factually incorrect, Krieg.
Yeah, it's punch. It's 1d2 plus your strength score damage.
Oh, there's an actual punch. I just did exert. Oh, it was a great exert roll. A 9. So I reach out to punch you, Illumination Boy.
With a 9?
With a 9.
Okay. Oh.
But not like really hard. More like a punch of like, you should really stop talking now. Kind of like you know, like if a girl's ever like just like punched you really hard, you know.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
On the shoulder. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. But we did get some pretty good footage. And I point I point at the car where the thing's all set up.
Well, I hope you rewatch it and you think about what you have done today.
Yes, severe. And I like behind, like I turn around and I whisper, "Save the day, Illumination Boy always does."
That's a good stopping point. God.
Sorry, Kurt.
Actually, when I took a swing at you, like after being brought back, I just assumed. I know it's silly. I shouldn't have realized. Should have thought about it. But I was like, well, I'm just going to miss because I hadn't hit once the whole battle, and then suddenly it's like, oh, 23.
Yeah, 23. But yeah, true.
I mean, actually, that damage wasn't that good for me, 8. But
It's probably a good thing. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay. I'm not too creepy or anything, am I? Like, I don't want to be like. I'm
No,
just
it's
trying
fine.
to. Okay. Cool. All right.
I mean, I guess
Oh,
you
yeah.
should ask Dustin.
I just
but...
yeah, I just meant for Dustin. Yeah, because I'm the one who's like being a real fucking creepy person. Like.
No, it's not creepy. Well, I mean,
Okay.
it is
All right.
creepy, but
Yeah,
like
yeah,
from like a story, from a story perspective, it's fine.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah. Like,
And I really like that.
if it's too much, just say something, and I'll just stop. Like, I just thought it was like a pretty funny trope that I could buy into. Like,
No, I mean, I think it's something we could play off of.
Yeah.
It'd be like one of those like, like
non-reciprocal
maybe
romance.
someday in the future, like the Vision.
Well, yeah, it's already been
what
set from the
happened.
knowledge tree as canon that someday.
So like the knowledge tree has said it. So
yeah.
Between today and someday, something happens that
right.
either maybe like I'm assuming something happens that makes Illumination Boy more attractive.
You are stricken with blindness.
Or just
something
stricken in the head.
Yeah.
You got brain damage. The monkey actually hit you on the head.
Right. You get brain damage, wake up, you don't know anything, and the Illumination Boy's like, what? I'm your husband.
It's like 50 first dates. I have to wake up to a video every morning about what happened.
I did really like the part when Xavier healed Kevin, and you were like, I'm very happy she just touched me.
Doesn't matter, I was brought back as long as she touches me. But yeah, sorry for bringing your demise, Kurt. That was pretty rough as well, but I saw you were like,
there were a couple times there where we almost lost everything. We were almost absorbed in the knowledge tree.
Yeah.
I'll forgive us. With Skrillex just watching from the car, probably ready to drive off.
Yeah.
Good times. I enjoyed the bust, how it was like an amplifier, and then because obviously I didn't know, and then
we're just friends.
Yeah, we're just friends.
Yeah, it was a random roll on the chart, and pretty much, yeah, it was like a bus that's like. So I made it into a mask but it says, when you talk through it, it like amplifies the voice. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I just made it into a mask. And then when you said that, that's so funny.
That was fun. But I have to run.
Yeah.
Talk to you
All
later.
right.
Good
Thanks,
stuff.
guys.
Thanks,
Guys.
guys.